And we are live. Welcome all to Hermit Trivia, episode 10. We should be getting started in just about 15 minutes. Get some of our friends and relations to roll in for some awesome trivia goodness. Let's see if we can get Discord to go. Hermit Trivia now has a Discord chat. With this link. Hello, Leslie. Definitely need a friend tonight. Zhao Yun, it's just you and me against the world, right, buddy? Yeah. It's you and me against the world, right, buddy? If you're just arriving now and you've never been here and you're like, hey, what is all this? This is Hermit Trivia. This is the awesomest, bestest, most everythingest trivia game you can find online on YouTube. We would love to have you. Please join us, answer some trivia questions, and have some fun at home, whether you want to watch the stream or just listen to the stream. It's all good by us. Please, the more the merrier. Come join. Hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday night. Thursday. It's night of the week before Friday. We'll always have you Thursday. They haven't scheduled me for any classes this morning yet, so if any luck, I might be able to sleep in. Probably not. No, that's okay. I like schooling kids from across the world. It's pretty nifty when you think about it. I was born, I didn't think I'd be doing anything like that. Cool. Hey. I dig that 90s mystery sound. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mike. Yes, I too enjoy the Ojai region of California. Very pleasantly sunny. Hello, Mike. We should be getting started in just about 10 minutes, so let some more folks roll in. Oh, Meyer, that's it. You stick your gun. You stick to your guns. You stand your ground. Meyer, you're going to be a trivia champ someday. Always glad to have you on the show, Meyer. You tell mom and dad who's boss. Is Daniel? Well, with popularity, Tigers are real big now. Oh, Daniel Tiger. I bet it would blow Meyer's mind if we told her that decades ago, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood was a show. It was a live action show hosted by a by a kindly old man. Mr. Rogers, you were definitely a man who left the world a better place than it was when you entered it. Yeah, Comet's just a mooch. But I'm glad he's eating again. For those that are just rolling into Hermit Trivia, the greatest trivia show on the internet, we should be getting started in just about 5 to 7-ish minutes. We just want to get some time for some folks to roll in. Fill some butts and seats on computers. Should I say fill some seats with butts. Fill those butts. But what about my dignity, said the man with cat ears. Hey. So it's fine. You know, Ginger Spice is the only Spice Girl named for a spice. But if you had to pick spices for the other four, what would they be? Those four are baby, scary, sporty, and posh. Hello, Clyde. Welcome. All right, we got 6 folks in already. It's excellent, excellent. Well, my greedy desires for attention have to wait for more to arrive. Let's see who else comes to join us. Nice beat. We should get Hermit Trivia started in just a couple of minutes. Welcome to the greatest Hermit Trivia show ever. The only Hermit Trivia show ever. The trivia for people who want to stay inside. Thank you for joining us. We're getting settling in. Forgot the other Spice Girls, Old and Pumpkin. AKA The other Spice Girls, Old and Pumpkin, aka Dame Judi Dench and Meghan Markle. Okay, at the rate the beat's going here and the way I'm dancing, this is starting to seem like a home workout video for fat guys. Yeah, lift that hoagie. Ooh, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You lose calories, you get them back. Circle of life. Well, you need to start slow. You need to taper up. You want to go for the first hoagie you should lift should be just like an all-American classic, just like thin layers of roast beef and turkey, slices of American, an iceberg lettuce, which is mostly just empty. So you got a nice decent lift on it. You build some muscle resistance. You can get some lean to start, and then when you're ready to power lift, you upgrade to the Italian. You get your salami, you get your pepperoni, you get your gabagool, and that thing is just dripping in extra virgin olive oil and red vinegar for that water weight. And so that's when you got to clean and jerk with that hoagie lift. Oh man, that's sounding really good right now. Need to not run the back car motorcycle. Agreed. Clyde, we're all glad that you're safe and that you're feeling better. Really glad you're okay and healed up. We should start in a little bit, get some more people in. Oh man, and the Italian hoagie's got that prosciutto. It's got that mozzarella. That adds an extra layer of resistance that maximizes the Italian stallion workout. Roasted peppers. Okay, changing my mind. No more Hermit Trivia. This is the Mark Talks About Food channel from now on. This is just food porn with the Hermit. How are we liking the cat ears? Yes, you read my mind, Leslie. I'm thinking about the sandwich, and then I'm also thinking about the look that this has. Here's the thing. I'm wondering if few newcomers are coming to the channel because they see dude with beard and cat ears, and they're like, oh God, is this guy a weeb? Is his girlfriend a body pillow? Did I enter a nightmare? Oh no. Hey, Marcus. Hello. What's not to love about a cool hat? Plus, it nails that perfect line of cool plus cute. Cute is in that now. Cute is the new cool. That's what I love. Hoagie in one hand, slice of New York pizza in a look. No, that's, yeah, I agree. Oh my God, a slice of New York pizza. That sounds so good. Someday I will get back there and get a New York slice. We should get started about, I'll give it, let's put a hard limit on this time, okay? This time I'm going to give 5 minutes. That's my final offer. Good chunk of time for last number of people to roll in. No, not 5 hours. What? Or a hoagie with a New York pizza slice in the middle. Caligula with blush. Getting our Hermit Trivia going on in just a little bit. Promise. What are we all drinking tonight? Ah, see, Charles, you are ahead of the game. You are ahead of the game. Well played. Oh no. I did not. Oh no. I did not dig. That's one disco I did not dig. That's one disco. What time do I got? I'm gonna freshen my drink. Shh. Oh, I have returned. All right. 1 more minute till showtime. Feel the local. Neat. All right, and it is time to get this road on the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, my friends, to Hermit Trivia, episode 10. Yes, welcome to Hermit Trivia. It is the trivia for smart people who stay inside. The only trivia where you can have the bar trivia experience at your table or in your bed. I'm Mark Walsh, your Hermit the host, aka Kermit the Hermit, aka Herman's Hermit, aka the Hermit Tarot card, aka Diamond Hermit. That is my stand. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I love it. Yes, Diamond Hermit. I think that's officially my hand now. It's cool and weird. All right, Hermit host, thank you for joining me in this experiment tonight. Tonight's trivia is 6 rounds with 3 questions each. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will then have 1 minute to listen to a lovely public domain song and write or think out your answer. Each question will be worth 1 point. There will be a halftime question worth multiple points, as well as a 5-minute break between rounds 3 and 4. No, I'm sorry, not rounds. Yeah, 3 and 4. Perfect. There will also be a final question after round 6, which will be worth 10 points, and you will have 3 minutes to consider the final question. That being said, this trivia game can be played at home on your own terms. You are the master and commander. You've got the power. You can change the point values, choose not to use the points, break your party into different teams, put everyone into one big team, call in other players to be opposing teams or teammates on separate devices, fly solo, or you can just watch me be the fascinating trivia host that I am. And if you're thinking, oh man, I do not want to watch this guy anymore, you can listen to me. We double purpose as a podcast. Just listen to the stream without watching it. You will lose very little and you'll still enjoy it. Just listen in. Podcast and a live stream. That's the video stream. That's multitasking. All right, good. That being said, all right, please feel free to share in your chosen food and drink if you haven't already. You can also share your point totals, how many teams you've formed, descriptions of your day. What shows are you binging right now? Let me know what you're binging. I'll tell you right now. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh my God, season 3 is. It puts the B in bizarre. I'm loving it. Check it out. Yes, that's my script. But please tell me what shows you're watching and how your life is in general. Let's share and be social. That's what it's all about. Okay. To increase interactivity and fun in Hermit Trivia, we are giving a 10-second window for people to guess answers to a question before a final reveal. I will show the go prompt for 10 seconds. During that time, players have a chance to type a guess on the chat window. Otherwise, do not type out the answers on the chat stream. If you do not see this, don't type answers on the chat stream. In case someone is competing with someone else, we don't want to give away the answer. And we are trying something new tonight as well. Something new, yes, a theme round. One of the rounds tonight has all 3 of its questions unified by a single theme that will be announced after all the questions of that round are read. So keep your ears open. If you guess the theme before reading, you can give yourself 3 bonus points. So, for example, if you say had a category where all the questions, one question's answer involved triangles, triangle shirtwaist fire. One second question involved circles, circle of death. And then number 3 involved squares, like hit to be a square. You would think about, oh, triangle, circle, square. That's a theme. The theme of that category is shapes. Shapes. You can take 3 points for that before I reveal it. Okay. So yes, within one of our rounds, there is a theme. There is a theme. Keep your ears open. All right. Very important. Please refrain from discriminatory talk, political comments, lewd talk, or rudeness. And let's take a break from the current situation that keeps us from traditional trivia. Let's not be jerks. Let's enjoy this trivia goodness and share the good times and have a lot of fun, because I want you to have as much fun listening to this as I do hosting it. Cool? Cool. Okay. And scores can be kept on the provided printout sheet, which has been shared on Facebook. They can also be kept on scratch paper, or if scores are very low, on your fingers and toes. Cool. One last reminder before I start the game. I want to do a correction from this Tuesday's game, from Tuesday, April 21st, our trivia game. I had a question asking about Bert and Ernie, where did the names come from? That they were I said they were based off of 2 cops in the movie It's a Wonderful Life. When in fact only one of those characters was a cop. Bert was the cop. Ernie was a cab driver. So in fact, it's Bert's a cop who plays it by the book. Ernie is a cab driver who charges a reasonable fare. Bonus for airports. So yeah, there you go. Okay. So Bert and Ernie was a cab driver. All right. Thanks, Dad. I can make a big shout out to my father, Joseph Brennan, for giving me the 411 on that. Very cool. Thank you. Okay. Let's get ready to answer questions. Let's do it. Okay. Round 1. The category is mythology. Mythology. Question 1. In Greek mythology, the 100-eyed guardian Argos was honored by the goddess Hera by being transformed into what bird? In Greek mythology, the 100-eyed guardian Argos was honored by the goddess Hera by being transformed into what bird? All right, here is your minute to win it. All right, 10 seconds. And that is your minute. All right, let's get the answer. Question 1, mythology. In Greek mythology, the 100-eyed guardian Argos was honored by the goddess Hera by being transformed into what bird? That bird is the lovely, I forgot. And yes, Mike is correct. It is the peacock. The peacock, that lovely peacock who, if you, yes, the the mindset being, if you look at a peacock's feathers, you know, you have that one tip of the feather that looks like an open eye, like a beautiful purple open eye. Yes, the peacock was honored by Hera. And in fact, the peacock from then on was associated with the goddess Hera, the male peacock, of course. The female peacock, the peahen, just the lame-o, just has no sense of style, no way to party. Oh, I'm sorry, I feel bad for the peahen now, but yeah, the peacock's doing the work for both of them. All right, good on you, peacock. All right, question number 2. Question 2. Glycon, Glycon, Glycon was a Roman god that was depicted as a snake with a human head. What stage device did his priests use to make the god appear to manifest before its followers? Glycon was a Roman god that was depicted as a snake with a human head. What stage device did its priests use to make the god appear to manifest before its followers? Here's your minute. All right, and that is time. Okay, time. Question number 2. Question 2. This is a fun one. Glycon was a Roman god that was depicted as a snake with a human head. What stage device did its priest use to make the god appear to manifest before its followers? Smoke and mirrors, staff, smoke, no. The answer was, oh, they used a hand puppet. Yay! Hand puppet. Yeah, hand puppet or a glove puppet. The god Glycon, in rituals, they would literally just like to make him like, oh no, here comes Glycon, he is manifesting. And it's literally just a priest with a little, hello everybody, I'm your god, bow down and worship me. Oh. Yes, there is an entire god in the Roman canon of cults based off of a hand puppet. It's true. Hand puppet. Jeff Dunn. Oh, it is a great religion for me to poop on. Oh, a little shout out to Triumph, the insult comic dog. Man, that's so 2000s. Okay, so the answer is hand puppet or glove puppet. I'd also accept sock puppet, but puppet in general. Cool. All right. Question number 3. Question 3. Who is the Irish Celtic goddess of war and fate, known for her association with crows? Who is the Irish Celtic goddess of war and fate, known for her association with crows? Here's your minute. All right, that is your minute. That is the minute. Question number 3. Question 3. Who is the Irish Celtic goddess of war and fate, known for her association with crows? Okay, guesses so far. Yes, Mike has got it right on the nose. It is the Morrigan, or just Morrigan if you prefer. The Morrigan is the Irish Celtic goddess of war and fate, her association with crows and ravens. Sometimes identified as a triplicate goddess, but yes, truly a badass lady, a very fascinating Celtic goddess. The Morrigan is the answer. Yes, well done. The Morrigan is the answer. Big shout out for Charles for guessing Eric Draven. Oh man, that's a blast from the past. I don't know if anyone's watched The Crow again recently. It's kind of hilarious. It's fun because it's supposed to be like back in the day. It was like, oh, it's so grimdark. He's returning from the dead to like murder criminals and stuff. And yeah, he does that. Like it's all like the settings all blurry, but then like the dialogue is the Crow like telling kids to like stay in school and like moms to like be good when they're kids. It's like something like super. It's like, hey, it's the Crow. Hey, remember, kids, when you put your sunblock on, don't forget to wait half an hour before you go out in the sun. That's a Crow solid. Don't do drugs and don't eat too much candy. You want to power yourself up with the power of protein, power of fight milk. That's why the Morrigan's a god of war. She's got the power of protein. All right. We're now in round two. Round 2. This category is math. Math. Mathematics, if you want to be all fancy about it. No, math. Okay. Question 1. Featuring skits such as Math Man. What PBS show was launched in 1987 to teach mathematics to children? Featuring skits such as Math Man. What PBS show was launched in 1987 to teach mathematics to children? Here's your minute. Evil spelled backwards. Ten seconds. And that is time. That is your minute to win it. Okay. Question 1. Featuring skits such as Math Man. What PBS show was launched in 1987 to teach mathematics to children? All right. And Charles is correct. The answer is Square One. Square One was that math-themed PBS show that featured Math Man as well as MathNet, as well as Dirk Niblett of the Math Brigade. Probably not as well known, honestly. But yes, it was a very fun show. Had a lot of great stars, too, MathNet. It had, yes, it was the show I mentioned in yesterday's question about the rule of thumb, where Kid and Play did the video. It's a rule of thumb, estimate with Kid and Play. Kid and Play did video for it. Weird Al did a very well known song for it about patterns that many people still bootleg. It's not on his albums, but it's a very fun song. Weird Al song Patterns was from Square One. That was a very fun show. It's funny, as someone as terrible at math as I was, I actually really, really enjoyed that show. And I guess I never picked up anything useful to be fair, thanks to Square One, I did learn what a Mobius strip was. I think the cool thing about Square One was it talked about a lot of the really weird esoteric bits of math and described them in neat ways that I never saw from any of my math classes growing up in school. Thanks, Scomer's public school system. But oh well, moving on. Good show, Square One. Check it out. Me too. All right. Question number 2. Question 2. The Ishango bone, a 20,000-year-old bone from a baboon discovered in the Congo, is an important artifact of mathematical history because its carvings indicate the first evidence of early humans performing what activity? The Ishango bone, a 20,000-year-old bone from a baboon discovered in the Congo, is an important artifact of mathematical history because its carvings indicate the first evidence of early humans performing what activity? All right, here's your minute to win it. Tell us about that 2,000-year-old baboon bone. Seconds. All right, that was your minute. Question number 2. The Ishango bone, a 2,000-year-old bone from a baboon discovered in the Congo, is an important artifact of mathematical history because its carvings indicate the first evidence of early humans performing what activity? So the answer to question number 2 was counting. Counting was the first evidence of humans counting. I guess I would include addition in that. Yeah, addition. It's scratching into a bone. It's basically it's the reason the bone is so important is the carvings are tally marks. They're hash marks used to count. And they're the very first evidence we have in archaeological history of when humans developed the ability to count sums. Addition, yeah. So I would give addition that credit. Good job, Marcus. Good job to Mike. Well done. Yes, It is a yes, it is counting. It is in fact an important math fact. It's not a reason for me to just talk about 2,000-year-old baboon bone, which I literally just realized as I read this question as well. Whoa, Clyde saw that bone at SMU when you lived in Dallas. That's so cool. I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know it was it was housed in the U.S. That is neat. Yeah, pretty fantastic. Okay, question number three. Question number three of mathematics. What geographical coordinate that specifies east-west position was so difficult to calculate for centuries that the British government offered a reward in 1714 to whoever could do so accurately? What geographical coordinate that specifies east-west position was so difficult to calculate for centuries that the British government offered a reward in 1714 to whoever could do so accurately? Here's your minute. 10 seconds. All right. There's your minute to win it. Let's see who wins it. Question number three. What geographical coordinate that specifies east-west position was so difficult to calculate for centuries that the British government offered a reward in 1714 to whoever could do so accurately? And yes, Mike and Charles have both rolled in with the correct answer. It is longitude. Longitude is, yes, that difficult coordinate that took a long time to calculate. In fact, funny story about this. Yes, the prime meridian. The prime meridian is how the longitude is determined. It's what they would make, essentially the artificial equator of the longitude. And it was a watchmaker, yes, Charles, who came up with the solution. That's pretty impressive. I mean, you look at watches at the time, not surprised. Those things took a lot of upper level math skills. But actually, I got a funny story for this. So there was a whole series about this. It was an old A&E series called Longitude that my dad really liked. And in fact, he got the DVD set, and it came with this poster, like the map of the world back in like the 1700s in the longitude. It's a beautiful poster, looking at it. And I'm hanging out with my friends, and it's got the title, Longitude on there. And my friend Joey looks at it and says, "Wait a minute, Longitude, are those penis pills?" It's the one that Ron Jeremy says makes you bigger. Is that Longitude? I know your dad got that. Charles, you would remember this. That was absolutely one of the funniest moments of my life. I was like, wow. Talking about baboon bones. Jeez. Ooh, okay. Now on to round three, the last round before the halftime. Round three. The category is mixed bag. Mixed bag. These questions can come from anywhere. Each of these questions is a category all its own. They are standalone shout outs. Okay, mixed bag. Question number 1. The Kirkbride plan, a model of architecture known for its batwing style floor plan, was popularized in the 19th century as the model for building what kind of institutions? The Kirkbride plan, a model of architecture known for its batwing style floor plan, was popularized in the 19th century as the model for building what kind of institutions? All right. Here's your minute, and during this minute, I'm gonna run to the bathroom because I got nature calls. Let's see if I can get back in under a minute. Go. All right, I am back. Back and better than ever. Okay, question number 1. The Kirkbride plan, a model of architecture known for its batwing style floor plan, was popularized in the 19th century as the model for building what kind of institution? And stop. Okay. Yes, Charles, Mike, and Clyde are all correct. The answer is insane asylums or mental institutions. Yes, I'll accept crazy houses. It's not very fair to mentally ill, but yes, insane asylums and mental hospitals were all built along the Kirkbride plan, which, in fact, you look on the top down left, has this like bat wing style pattern, east wing, wet wing, kind of like bat wings, and I gotta think in some way that was the inspiration for Arkham Asylum in the Batman series, or maybe just coincidence. Who knows? Well, it's still pretty cool though. Yes, the Kirkbride plan was made for insane asylums and mental hospitals. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. Based on the life and novels of forensic anthropologist Kathy Reichs, what procedural drama aired its 12th and final season in 2018? Based on the life and novels of forensic anthropologist Kathy Reichs, what procedural drama aired its 12th and final season in 2018? Here's your minute. Five, four, three, two, one, and that is time. It's time for question number 2 of Mixed Bag. Based on the life and novels of forensic anthropologist Kathy Reichs, what procedural drama aired its 12th and final season in 2018? That's good. Oh man, we swept it last time. Excellent. Yes, Mike, Charles, Clyde, and Marcus, you all got it. Bones. Bones is that was that drama. It's amazing. That thing lasted for 12 seasons. Bones, starring the other Deschanel and David Boreanaz, who's like, oh, awesome. I don't have to play a vampire anymore. I can get tans again. Woo! Good for Callie. Loved that. Oh yeah, no, of course Callie would love that show. Callie's a dog, by the way, for the people at home and everything. Yes, of course, a dog would dig a show called Bones. I'm sure Comet's craving that too. Yes, the show was Bones. Okay, question number 3. Last question of Mixed Bag. Question 3. What American pediatrician's 1946 book, Baby and Child Care, at one point after the decades it was released, was the second bestseller only to the Bible? What American pediatrician's 1946 book, Baby and Child Care, at one point during the decades of after its release, was the second best-selling book in the world, next to the Bible? Here's your minute. Okay, and that is time. That is time for question number 3. Question 3. What American pediatrician's 1946 book, Baby and Child Care, at one point after the decades after its release, became the second best-selling book in the world after the Bible? All right, yes, Mike has the answer. Charles has the answer. The answer is Dr. Benjamin Spaulding. Spock. Dr. Spock. That's correct. Yes, Marcus, he also wrote What to Expect When You're, I think, did he write What to Expect When You're Expecting? I don't know. But Dr. Spock was the man who wrote Baby and Child Care. Yes. Yeah, it's like if you want anytime you want to make a theme round guess, please do so. Just put so on the screen. Dr. Spock is the answer to question number 3. And for this, we have some of you have probably already guessed. This was indeed our theme round. Question 1 involved the Kirkbride plan. Question 1, so we had the word Kirk in question 1. In question 2, we talked about the long-running procedural drama Bones. Bones, yes. And then after that, we talk about Dr. Benjamin Spock. So with Kirk, Bones, and Spock. So our theme is Star Trek characters. Yes, the 3 core characters of Star Trek, the original series. Good shout out to Mike for guessing our theme round. Yes, our theme round was Star Trek characters. You can give yourself 3 points, Mike. Well done. Excellent. A little experiment there. I hope that worked out well. Still working out within the confines of the YouTube video stream. Okay. Now on to our halftime question. Awesome. Thank you all for making it this far. I hope you're all enjoying this. If you are enjoying this video, please feel free to like the video, smash that like button. If you are enjoying the whole channel and you have not done so yet, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, like and subscribe if you can. Like as many videos as you can, and most importantly, share this with as many people you know in your life as you like. You know, your friends, your family, your coworkers. The guy who stands a good 10 feet social distance away from you, but he's reaching out for love because he's just so desperate. Anyway, let him know about Hermit Trivia, and know that I'm happy to accept all comers. I would love the more people playing trivia, the merrier. So please like and subscribe and share. Big thing. And also, I want to give a big shout out the second time this week for sponsor. I want to give a big shout out to another YouTube channel called Marianne's Creative Mix. It is a DIY crafts channel run by my friend Marianne. She makes some of the loveliest crafts you can imagine, and she shows ways that you can make those lovely crafts as well in the comfort of your own home in a very entertaining way. And her channel is a delight. I can't recommend it highly enough. Marianne's Creative Mix. If you enjoy crafts projects, if you're looking for things to do, new things to do at home, and a new channel to watch, I highly recommend checking it out. Marianne's Creative Mix. It's awesome. Cool. All right. With that being said, let's go to our halftime category. So you have 5 minutes for this question. 5 minutes, which means this is also a good time if you need to grab a smoke break or run to the bathroom or get something to eat, get something to drink. It's going to you a full 5 minutes and 5 guesses to make. You could only make 5 guesses for this question. Any more than that will be discounted. Each guess is worth 1 point. If you get all 5 correct, you can add 5 extra points on top of your score for a total of 10. So if you get all 5 answers right and give yourself another 5 points on top of that, you can earn 10 points maximum for this question. All right. With that said, let's announce the category. The category is geography. Geography. Let me set the timer real quick. Okay. Timer's not starting, just setting. Okay. Geography. Name 5 of the 12 landlocked countries on the continent of Asia. Name 5 of the 12 landlocked countries on the continent of Asia. And for the purpose of this, we're ruling landlocked equals does not touch an ocean. Landlocked equals does not touch an ocean. Name 5 of the 12 landlocked countries on the continent of Asia. All right. Here's your 5 minutes. Hope you enjoy your break. See you on the other side. All right, 5 seconds. Okay, that is time. Hope you all enjoyed your 5-minute break. Hope you got some nice food and drinks and got a little bathroom break just like I did. So we're on the halftime. Let's see who's figured it out. So the halftime question was, name 5 of the 12 landlocked countries on the continent of Asia. All right. So for the purpose of this question, landlocked means does not touch an ocean. So let's figure out what those 12 landlocked countries are. They are Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bhutan, Laos, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, Nepal, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. All right, those countries are Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bhutan, Laos, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, Nepal, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. All right. So I don't know what answers you got and everything, but again, knowing those answers, feel free to calculate your totals. If you'd like to post your totals on the stream, please feel free. And I got to say, it may be landlocked, but Kazakhstan is greatest country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Kazakhstan is #1 exporter of potassium. All other countries are inferior potassium. Oh, what about Tibet? Tibet, yeah, technically Tibet is part of China, as much as it would like to not like us to not be, is part of China, the PRC. Though I think we would all agree if it was better if it was not. Free Tibet, please. Free Tibet, free Inner Mongolia. I love you, China. I taught in you for many years, but let's loosen the iron grip, huh? Yes, Borat the Bruce. Very nice. I like. I think I may be like the last of the generation that still has fond memories of Borat. I don't know. I love it. It doesn't make me giggle. I know it's hella problematic now. But okay, round 4. Let's move on to the second half of our trivia game. Round 4. The category is lawyers. Lawyers. Question 1. In the United States, the estates of the deceased must generally be administered by a court through what judicial process? In the United States, the estates of the deceased must generally be administered by a court through what judicial process? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. And we have time. Okay, time for question number 1 for lawyers. In the United States, the estates of the deceased must generally be administered by a court through what judicial process? Yes, Mike and Charles are correct. It is, and Clyde is correct. It is probate. Probate is the judicial process to the estates of the deceased. Probate. So, for example, if I were a woman who had disposed of her husband by feeding him to tigers and wanted to ensure that his estates went to my holdings when modified, I would have to do something to affect the judicial process of probate. Probate. That's how you do it, you cool cats and kittens. Yes, probate. Good answer. It always reminds me of a one of my favorite jokes in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where Eddie's going on about, we got to find out about the probate. What was the probate? And then Roger's like, I had an uncle who had a problem with this probate. He had to take these big pills and drink lots of water. It's like, it's probate, not prostate. Good. That was a movie that still holds up despite the train wreck that is the rest of Robert Zemeckis' career. That's still a solid movie. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. Goose. What video game series by Capcom places you in the role of a rookie defense attorney named for a mythical bird? What video game series by Capcom places you in the role of a rookie defense attorney named for a mythical bird? Okay, and that is time. That is time for question number 2. Question 2. What video game series by Capcom places you in the role of a rookie defense attorney named for a mythical bird? All right, yes, Mike nailed it. Mike, my awesome brother, he nailed it. They got Phoenix Wright. Yes, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. That is that classic Capcom game, usually on handhelds. If you ever want to know what a criminal defense case looks like through a very anime lens, go check out Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Lots of fun. They make video games about lawyers other than Matt Murdock. Yes, surprisingly so. I want the Harvey Birdman video game. If I'm gonna pick anyone, that's me. I want Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Birdman. Good times. Yes, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. All right, question number 3, last of the category. Question 3. What television lawyer was paid homage to in a 1995 song by Ozzy Osbourne? What television lawyer was paid homage to in a 1995 song by Ozzy Osbourne? Here's your minute. Oh yeah, it was a flash game. 10 seconds. All right, that is time. That is time for question 3. What television lawyer was paid homage to in a 1995 song by Ozzy Osbourne? Yes, Mike and Charles have nailed it. It is Perry Mason. Something so that they call him Perry Mason. Oh yeah. Yes, Perry Mason was that TV lawyer. It included also the soundbite from the song. But yes, Ozzy Osbourne did a song about Perry Mason, of all people. Yeah, I'm like, okay, Ozzy, you're cool. You're awesome. You're the Prince of Darkness. We love you. But why are you doing a song about a 1950s law show that my mom used to watch in the afternoon? And I realized, wow, he's basically the same age as my mom, so sure, why not? He's just writing songs about all his soaps now. He's old. Finished watching Matlock because he couldn't help me with my mind. Matlock. Oh, bless you, Ozzy. You're the best. Okay, yes, the answer was Perry Mason. All right, round 5. Round 5. The round that has a 5. And the category is guns. Guns is the category. Question 1. Replacing early models of firearm like the matchlock and wheel lock, what type of firearm was in use during the American Revolution? Replacing earlier models of firearm like the matchlock and wheel lock, what type of firearm was in use during the American Revolution? Here's your minute. Four, three, two, one. All right, that is time. Okay, it's time for question number 1, round 5. Replacing earlier models of firearm like the matchlock and wheel lock, what type of firearm was in use during the American Revolution? Yes, you got Mike and Charles and Clyde with the correct answer. The answer is flintlock. Yes, the flintlock, both the musket and the pistol. Flintlock firearm was in use. And those things are tough to load, but I got kind of a love for them. I love. I'm become a big fan of the history of early modern Europe lately. For the flintlock firearm involved in. In fact, in my last RPG game, I incorporated a sort of fantasy world with flintlock firearms. That was kind of a neat change for things. That was fun. Yes, the flintlock is correct. Yes. All right. Question number 2. Question 2. Inspired by the title of an article in the NRA publication American Rifleman, what double album by the Beatles contains the track Happiness is a Warm Gun? Inspired by the title of an article in the NRA publication American Rifleman, what double album by the Beatles contains the track Happiness is a Warm Gun? Five seconds. All right. And that is time for question number 2 for guns. By the title of an article in the NRA publication American Rifleman, what double album by the Beatles contains the track Happiness is a Warm Gun? Yes, both Mike and Clyde are correct. The answer is the White Album. The White Album, the only double album released by the Beatles, contains the track Happiness is a Warm Gun. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Happiness. Love that song. Yes, Happiness is a Warm Gun. Side fact, all the Beatles, when asked what their favorite song on that album was, all answered Happiness is a Warm Gun. It was their favorite song. Yes, off the White Album. The White Album was the answer. And John Lennon wrote it, and he was asked multiple times, like, John, what was it about guns? Was it about heroin? And he said, no, it's about how sexy my beautiful wife Yoko Ono is, and and how much I'm into her. And I think that's really sweet. Remember, next time you listen to that song, it's just about how straight up horny on the main John Lennon is for Yoko Ono. Don't fault John. John Lennon was a straight up sexual being, okay? You know? Mad love to him. Okay, question number 3. Question 3. Relied on by snipers. What specialized suit of camouflage gets its name from a Scots Gaelic word meaning young man who works as an outdoor servant? Relied on by snipers. What specialized suit of camouflage gets its name from a Scots Gaelic word meaning young man who works as an outdoor servant? Here's your minute. Enjoy. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is our minute. Here we go. Let's find the answer. Question number 2 for guns. I'm sorry, question number 3 for gun. Whoops. Question number 3. Relied on by snipers. What specialized suit of camouflage gets its name from a Scots Gaelic word meaning young man who works as an outdoor servant? That's correct. Mike and Clyde and Charles get it. Yes, the answer is a ghillie suit. A ghillie suit. The suit that makes you look like a bush on legs. Yes, that is the suit we're looking for. Ghillie suit. Yes, it derives from the Scots Gaelic word ghillie, meaning like a gardener or an outside worker. And it's interesting because apparently the Scottish Army was the first to utilize it. It's kind of interesting. Oh man, why does everything in 2020 go back to Joe Exotic? It's desperate times, man. Desperate times. No, I can't imagine. So I can't imagine having a bunch of I can't imagine they're comfortable, like having a bunch of twigs and foliage and stuff stuck to your suit at all times. It's got to be cumbersome, but I don't know. Hey, gets the job done, I guess, if you use it right. All right, now on to the final category, the last category before our final question. That category is money. Money, making our categories lawyers, guns, and money. Thank you, Warren Zevon. All right, money. Okay, question number 1 for money. What nation was the first to utilize paper currency in the 10th century CE to compensate for the cumbersome weight of coins carried on strings? What nation was the first to utilize paper currency in the 10th century CE to compensate for the cumbersome weight of coins carried on strings? Here's your minute. Four, three, two, one. And that is time. Okay, question one for money. What nation was the first to utilize paper currency in the 10th century CE to compensate for the cumbersome weight of coins carried on strings? Yes, Mike and Charles are both correct. Yes, it is China. China was the first nation to utilize paper money in the Song Dynasty in the 10th century CE, because their metal currency, the coins with the holes in the middle that they would carry on strings, were getting too heavy. So China, always thinking forward in their way, was the first to use paper currency. Good on you, China. Awesome. Also, like, I know they're very they're very forward when it comes to like payment and everything. Like China, China pretty much skipped the step. When I lived in China, they had basically skipped the step from cash to credit cards to online pay. By everything I was doing was online pay in China. It was pretty amazing. It was kind of cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, question number two. Question two. What colorful name is used for stock in a corporation with a national reputation for quality, reliability, and the ability to operate profitably in good and bad times? What colorful name is used for stock in a corporation with a national reputation for quality, reliability, and the ability to operate profitably in good times? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. Okay, that is time. Question two. What colorful name is used for stock in a corporation with a national reputation for quality, reliability, and the ability to operate profitably in good and bad times? Yes, Mike and Charles have the answer. It is blue chip. Blue chip stock is the answer. Yes, that is That is a pretty reliable stock. Blue chip, coming from poker, in the early days of poker, when the only chips were red, white, and blue. And blue chips were the highest value ones. Yes, blue chip stock is the answer. All right, question number 3. Question 3. It's not an old lady. In what country is the krone with a K? In what country is the krone the official form of currency? It's not an old lady. In what country is the krone with a K, krone, the official form of currency? Here's your minute. All right, 10 seconds. Okay, that is time. That's time for question 3. It's not an old lady. In what country is the krone with a K, the official form of currency? Okay, the krone comes from Clyde got it. Charles got it. It is Denmark. Denmark. Yes, the Danes use the krone, the plural kroner, as their primary form of currency. Yes, Denmark. Something's wrong in the state of Denmark, but it's not the currency. It's pretty well traded. Yes, the Denmark krone is a pretty solid form of currency. All right. Big shout out to everybody. Big thank you to everybody who came to tonight's trivia, because we are wrapping up. We've got the final question. The final trivia question has arrived, and you are here to experience it. All right. For this question, you may wager anywhere from 0 to 10 points. You must guess all answers correct to win the points. Otherwise, you must subtract the amount of wagered points from your score. So be sure how much you wager, because if you get any part of the question wrong, you must subtract your points. So here it is. Final question. The category is literature. Literature. I want you to match the author on the left to their lesser known work on the right. All right, so can you wager negative point? No, you cannot wager negative points. You cannot wager negative points. Okay, so on the left, we have 5 authors. We have Bram Stoker, Mary Shelley, Arthur Conan Doyle, Aldous Huxley, and Edgar Rice Burroughs. That's Bram Stoker, Mary Shelley, Arthur Conan Doyle, Aldous Huxley, and Edgar Rice Burroughs. And on the right, we have 5 books. We have A, Island, B, Valperga, C, A Princess of Mars, D, The Lair of the White Worm, and E, The Lost World. That's A, Island, B, Valperga, C, A Princess of Mars. D, The Lair of the White Worm. And E, The Lost World. We want you to match each author to the book that they wrote. And you're going to have 3 minutes to do this. All right. Ready, super fans? Let's go. All right, minute and a half to go. All right, that is time. That is time. I hope you all enjoyed your final question break. I hope you all got your answers in. Let's see what your wagers are, and let's see what the answer is together. All right. Okay, so what we have for number one, For literature category, we want to match our authors to their lesser known works. Okay, so Bram Stoker. Bram Stoker is, of course, known for that very famous work of Dracula. But he also wrote a cosmic horror story called Lair of the White Worm. D. It's D. So Bram Stoker matches to D. Lair of the White Worm. All right. Number 2, Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley, writer of that great novel Frankenstein, aka the modern Prometheus. She also wrote a sort of a feminist turn on the picaresque adventure novel known as Valperga. Valperga. Mary Shelley is number 2 is B. Mary Shelley matches to Valperga. Yes, Valperga is a lesser known novel. Okay, number 3. The great Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, while most famously known for his character Sherlock Holmes and his associated stories, Arthur Conan Doyle also wrote that very famous exploration of dinosaurs and jungles, The Lost World. The Lost World, in which he writes about a group of adventurers exploring a continent of dinosaurs and other prehistoric extinct animals. Very cool. So number 3 matches to E, The Lost World. Okay, number 4, we have Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley, writer of the great dystopian novel Brave New World. Brave New World. Very few people know that he also wrote later in his life the great utopian novel Island. Aldous Huxley wrote the novel A, Island. So 4 matches to A. I've not read it. I read about Island, and I want to read about it now because the whole premise of Island is, okay, what if we took the concepts that a dystopian society applied in Brave New World and took those same concepts and applied them to a utopian society, one that actually wants like humanity to succeed and grow and have a perfect world. So he made Island in response to that. So number 4 is A, Island. Okay, and then finally number 5. Edgar Rice Burroughs, most famously known as the author of Tarzan, of the associated Tarzan stories. Edgar Rice Burroughs also wrote the John Carter of Mars series, for which the Sword and Planet series, for which the first installment is C, Princess of Mars. Number 5 is C, Princess of Mars. So the answers you should have are number 1. Number 1 is E, Lair of the White Worm. Number 2 is B, Valperga. Number 3 is E, The Lost World. Number 4 is A, Island. And number 5 is C, A Princess of Mars. Yes, those you should have D, B, E, A, C for the crankers. Let us know what your answers are. Let us know what your final totals are on the score so we can give you a shout out and reward you for your awesome success. Even if you did not succeed, as long as you have fun, that is all that's important. I hope you'll enjoy this trivia night as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy this trivia night, please like this video. If you can't, hit the like button, the big thumbs up icon. Subscribe to our channel if you've not yet subscribed. If you've not yet subscribed to our Discord thread, please, you can just hit this link up here. Please do so. We'd love to have you on the Discord. If you haven't even heard of Discord, it's a great chat thread site where you can discuss the favorite things you love and attach yourself to the media you enjoy, like Hermit Trivia. It's free to join, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend Discord. So join our Discord thread if you want to be part of the fun. Because I know, big shout out to my brother Mike Brennan. He does he's done like online Jackbox TV games, like online coordinated games that were super fun. I really enjoyed that experience. That was a blast. He did that through Discord. So if you would like to be a part of that, sign on to Discord. Talk to Mike. He will help you with that through that. And once again, big shout out to Marianne's Creative Mix. Marianne's Creative Mix. Please check out her YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. learn some amazing crafts because she's awesome and she deserves all the support. She's fantastic. Other than that, I just want to say thank you all for coming out tonight to our amazing Hermit Trivia show. Hermit Trivia continues every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday night. So we would love to have you over. The more, the merrier. Like and subscribe, share to your friends. Bring the trivia goodness in. Otherwise, stay safe, have fun, and love you all. I will see you next week. I'm gonna hang around for a couple of minutes just to do the after party. You can chat with me here, or you can chat with me on the Discord thread if you'd like to enter there and let us know your scores. And we'll just chill and hang out and have fun. Otherwise, have a great night. Cool. Nice. Lisa's got a lockdown. Who brought the final question? Cool, yeah. Cool, yeah, I'm still figuring out Discord myself. Come chat on the stream. Come join us. Come in here because it's got to be a lot better than because if you're not chatting on the stream, and I got to be honest, all you're watching is an old man talking to invisible people, and nobody wants to watch that. All right, Mike, Lisa, Meyer, and Bubba, love you too. Thanks to all for tonight. Whoa, I went in slow-mo for a sec. Okay, so theory. I'm wondering if the effect of the way people act when they're on camera is similar to the way the mind creates visions when it looks into a crystal ball. Because what you're essentially looking into is a digital mirror. So as the light particles are traveling through your eyes, looking at the screen reflecting upon yourself, you can look for a while and look at your own face. And then, but it sort of creates a sense of boredom within the brain. It creates a sense of when the brain is presented with no new patterns, it creates ones of its own. So the more the brain looks, the optic nerves translate the particles into different things. That's how when you look into crystal balls, you end up getting visions. You get prophecies. Whereas, looking at the digital equivalent of a crystal ball, you end up getting, combined with the social media stream, you get narcissistic delusions of grandeur. Just a theory. And with that, I think I do have classes to teach early in the morning, so I'm going to say, love you all. Stay safe. I will see you next Tuesday. I look forward to this. Thank you all for coming by and making Hermit Trivia the awesome channel that it is. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you can. And I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.